What's up? This is the B Savage Podcast. I am the brilliant Savage, my beautiful guest host, Savage Honey and Savage Fashionista. And today we will be talking about a lot of stuff that's going on in the world in particular and stuff that we find scrolling through social media. Also, check out my other show on my channel called Scrolling Through Socials, where I do that by myself. Okay, so today, ladies, we got a bunch of clips where stuff is just going on. We got the LA riots, not LA riots, the LA protests. Um,
I want to know why sometimes we your co-host and then sometimes we are your guest host.
you are my guest co-host. You're my co-host guest.
I want you to pick
guest
one.
host. Yes.
I didn't even
Host.
pay attention to that.
Host. Listen, you show up late like every week. I don't want to hear it.
I don't show up late. I'll be on time. I'll be ready every week. Pick one. Pick your poison. Next week, figure it out. Because I would like a proper introduction next time. Thank you.
Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna play something, and then hopefully, I'm gonna play something, and because this one just popped up in my brain, and this is from the LA riots, right?
It's no LA riots. This is not the Wiener. They're protesting against this regime that we are living in.
A gun, bro.
You're not even ready, sir.
I am.
Is that paper towel on your head?
Okay, ladies, let us go. So this is the first video. I just want you guys to watch this real quick and let me know what you think about it, and let me know if you've seen this. This is the LA protest, like you said, right? And this is an Australian reporter who is covering the protest.
And she got shot. She got shot with a rubber bullet.
Jesus, why you have to go and spoil it for people who don't know what's going on? You know what?
I'm sorry. I was prepared. I did my homework for today's podcast. Why you always tell me that I'm late? Tardiness is close to godliness.
Is that what she said? We're going to play this clip.
Back, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA. Oh! You just shut the fuck up! You okay? I'm good.
Wait, and the crazy thing is, right? She said she was good after getting shot. Honey, you there? She disappeared.
Right.
Did you guys see it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And the craziest thing is the dude aimed at her. Huh? You still there?
We can't see you.
Yeah, you disappeared.
Hello.
She does that every show. She disappears. she signs out, then signs back in because she figured out what happened. She's like Mike Myers in was it? Is it Austin Powers? It's Waynesboro.
Oh no, it's gone.
She'll be back. She always comes back. She always. I don't even know why she always. But and then we have to pause shit until she comes back. She does this to us like every year. Oh, see, there she goes. She's trying to come back in. Every week she does this. She's not coming back. Oh my God, these are the bloopers. These are the bloopers that's gonna make us famous. That's hilarious. She just blooped out You know what? I'm gonna get my camera straight for the one person who's watching us. Who's watching us? Somebody's watching us on what? On
TikTok
YouTube.
on YouTube.
Somebody's watching us.
Hello.
Hi, one person watching us. Thank you for joining us. And Savage Honey, she just kind of dropped off when we were in the middle of something.
What?
I know you can hear her. Pay the service.
We can't hear you.
Ooh.
Oh, now we can hear you.
I was
You
still
sound like a
there.
transformer.
We can't see
I
you. Are you
know.
still driving?
I don't know what's happening.
¿Dónde está?
Yeah. So should I leave and come back
Where you
on?
going? I can't see you. We can hear you. Oh, there you go. Gone again.
Gone with the wind.
Gone until November. Oh god. So that's Voltron over there, wiggling around in the background. I'm gonna try to fix this. You see, this is my Voltron, not the Lion Voltron. This is the car Voltron.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and then I got my transfer. I got Optimus, and then I got Grimlock.
Ooh.
Okay, hopefully she'll come back so we can finish our show. Because now, we're gonna talk about relationships and stuff. So I don't want to show the other clips without her here. Let me see. Let me ask her if she's coming back.
I'm cold, but I don't want to get it.
I don't see her. She's not texting me back. I think we lost her. We lost her. So sad.
Man down.
Man down. Jesus Christ. I feel like reading some of the comments, bro, from the YouTube, from the YouTube channel, man, because people have been losing their shit.
On what?
On the channel, on YouTube. Like
on
I got
our channel?
Yeah. Bunch of people. Oh, here she go. She back again. Hey, you're live.
Okay.
I think she's home.
I am home, so she can come out.
Okay. I'll pause it until you get in.
Yeah, because service sounds hotty, bud.
It does. It sounds really bad. Oh, I can't pause the screen. So we're live and she's walking around. She looked like she the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say that.
I'm so sorry.
With the snot coming down.
I'm so sorry.
You got
Bro, I could not watch. I can't watch movies like that. That like
when they're like in your face.
No, the camera's just running around. Like, oh my god.
That movie was so frustrating
That
because
one
they were
and
running around. And then
Cloverfield was like that.
Cloverfield was hilarious though.
I hated Cloverfield. It was like the worst. How long was it? It was like what, an hour and a half, like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah,
wasted of my life.
I love the Cloverfield. Like they have like nice little like jokes. I can't remember any of them because I'm horrible. I have a horrible memory. But bro, like I hated the Blair Witch Project. I thought that was a waste of my fucking time. But Cloverfield, I thought was classic. I was like, oh, this is some shit. You know why? That one part when dude from
I'm home now.
Oh, I don't know. You might have to reset your phone.
Maybe check your service, like your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, attach the Wi-Fi.
Because that sounds.
But there was a guy from this show called Carpoolers that was in Cloverfield, and then he ended up in this other show called oh god, Silicon Valley, right? Is the tall dude with like the crazy hair. He was also the dude in Deadpool. He was like Deadpool's best friend with the glasses. Remember that dude?
Oh.
Remember that dude from? Okay, so him, right? He was in Cloverfield, and the part that killed me about Cloverfield was when they were shooting with the video, and everything went black. They were like in a tunnel, and the things were coming after them, and they put on like the night vision, and you saw them coming after them like aliens, and they were like, he was like, run, run! And he was already down the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I love that movie. That movie was so funny. Yeah, love Cloverfield. Cloverfield was like within like a 2-year period of like really good like movies for me. Like it was that Super 8. No, was it Super 8? Project X. Project X.
Project X with that fucking
with
House
Costa
Party movie.
The party movie with Costa. Yo, everybody out there. We went to go see that. Remember? But I love that movie because I think everybody needs a Costa in their life. Like if you want to do any type of business in the world, you need a person like Costa in your life. Are you ready? She's frozen. This is gonna be an episode of bloopers. I swear to God, this is.
Hey, yeah, she's so frozen.
She's still frozen. She's not moving.
Damn.
Wait. Let me text her. She probably has to reset her phone.
That's what I was gonna say. Just turn the phone off and turn it back on, because that is.
I'm texting her now.
Her phone is like sabotaging her.
Oh, here she go again. She's trying it for a third, fifth time, sixth time. You okay?
Wow.
Did you restart your phone? Did you restart it? We can see you, we can hear you, but can you restart your phone? Did you restart your phone?
It's gonna take forever. I can just go on my laptop.
Oh, okay. Are you on your laptop?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. I wonder what the fuck happened to your phone.
Oh, out of nowhere.
It's trying to sabotage the conversation that we were trying to have about the LA protests. And I call it the LA riots because the people rioting with the police and the military. Because that was some fuck shit he did to her. Like he literally aimed at her and shot her. How you gonna shoot a white woman in LA? Like that's how you know. That's how you know the police are corrupt in there in Los Angeles. They will shoot anybody. You're gonna shoot the white foreigner. Don't you want those people in this country?
Exactly. Did you send it, Dad?
Did I what?
Did you send it?
Send what?
Wait, it's better.
Magic.
No way.
What the fuck happened?
They didn't want us to talk about the LA protest. I'm telling you.
Because that's literally when I said the last thing I said was something about it, and then my phone just it shut off, it froze. I saw you guys and everything, like, and then it started making static
but you know what's crazy? I'm telling you, Elon is in our phones, man. Elon is everywhere. You know why? I'm on TikTok and I got like 5 different followers by different Elon accounts. He know I can't stand him. Yeah, he know I can't stand his ass. I don't even know why he's trying to follow me.
He know I don't like him.
He should know I don't like him. I know. He should know I don't like him.
He tried to pretend like we're friends, like he did with Trump. Like, I don't like you. I don't know you. Just fall back, but fall back, shorty.
Okay.
He said we friends.
We are not. We will never be friends. Me and that man will never be friends. The way he liked to fake shit. Come on.
Can't stand him.
How you going to fake that you're one of the best gamers in the world? With real gamers. Like
his face is annoying.
His face is annoying.
Why are we fighting?
Yeah, I can't. Like just thinking about it, like pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that man. I mean, they say he has Asperger's. I mean, my nephew has
Yeah, it
Asperger's.
seems like it.
But you know, I think he's just.
Plus, he's a drug addict.
I think he's a douche. I think that's what it is. He's a dick.
He's a major douche.
And
on top of being fucking cokehead, whatever he is.
He's definitely some type of drug addict. They say ketamine, but you know, if you know how drugs work, you know, like you know, they use ketamine to cut cocaine addiction. So you know, like to bring down the high, like you get high off of dope and shit like that, and then they use the ketamine to like kind of ease you down and shit.
Right.
I don't know this for a fact from personal experience. It's just that I heard people talk about the shit. You know what I mean? So he's some type of addict, boy, because he'd be like. It's fucked up.
I feel like he needs to cook a little more. It's pink.
I don't know, bro. All right. Want to go to the next one?
Yeah,
let's go to the next
we
one.
couldn't talk about the last one. They cut us off.
I mean, yeah, it's a conspiracy. It's a C-O-N conspiracy. C-O-N conspiracy. Get the black man try to spread the news. But yeah, they should never shot that white woman. That was insanity. That's how you know the people who are rioting.
Did they shoot her on purpose?
Yeah, he shot her on purpose. Did you not see that? Did you see him?
I saw it, but I thought she just was like in crossfires. Like.
No, let me play that shit again. I'm gonna just share it.
I mean, my phone's not gonna work again.
Watch. You see it? Watch him aim. He gonna aim. He aimed. You see that? Watch. He gonna aim. Watch him pick up the gun. Right here. This guy right here. You see him? Right there. He's aiming for her.
That's crazy.
Boom.
I mean, just rub her.
She didn't even see it coming.
That's you know, she was black that day.
Our cameraman didn't even give her the heads up or nothing, huh?
Nope.
Right.
He saw it coming too. He was like, he ain't gonna shoot at her.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
But next one. Let's go to the next one. All right, this is gonna lighten it up a little bit. This is relationship talk shit. It's something I saw. Oh, you know what? I had this one that I wanted.
All right. We didn't do none of that. We've been new. The night it happened, we already knew. Not because we don't like that man, but because statistically,
you don't like him.
How do you win every single battleground state? And what really did it for me was the popular vote. He didn't win the popular vote in 2016. He didn't win the popular vote in 2020. And he randomly won the popular vote in 2024 when he is... I can't even talk right now because I'm so mad because we already knew it was rigged. But we didn't want to look like MAGA in 2020, so we shut up and we just accepted it. We didn't storm the Capitol. We didn't do none of that. We just accepted it and just tried to move on with our lives. But we already knew. The question is, what's going to happen now? Probably nothing. Probably nothing will happen. And that's what's kind of making me upset. Because... I'm so sorry. I'm genuinely so upset because we already knew. And I'm not going to lie. A lot of these tarot readers, yes, I did curse y'all out because y'all made me upset. Y'all made me feel like, oh, on Inauguration Day, people were going to drop down from the ceiling and arrest him and all that stuff. And it's like, that didn't happen. So, yes, I was upset. But also, let's say something does happen from this, right? It needed to happen because we've seen so many people turn against this man and realize they were hoodwinked and bamboozled. But it's like, damn, like... Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. The bottom line is we already knew. They overplayed their hand by giving him every single battleground state and the popular vote. Had they just let him win how he did in 2016, like by electoral college, we wouldn't have questioned anything. But his fragile little ego couldn't take losing the popular vote for a third time. So the muskrat did whatever he did to give him all battlegrounds and the popular vote. I don't know what happens from here. Probably nothing, like I said earlier, but we already knew. We've been new.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, Tommy down by the dock.
Oh, what are you doing over there? What the hell are you doing over there?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, I was heating up dinner. I just got home from work. I'm sorry. Our one follower understands my struggle.
We cannot be professional for nothing. I swear to God. Okay. So that
I feel
video,
like I make our podcast interesting because I'm always doing shit I ain't got no business doing.
I, I,
No? Yes?
I don't even know what to say to you anymore. I just let you go because anyway, the whole point of that video was the fact that the woman was talking about something that came out. I think it was the Economic Times, where they found that they have proof that Trump cheated. Right? They checked the machines and they found out that tweaks were made to the machines, like 40% of the machines, and that um, because of that, that's how he won, right? And now I think they're trying to take it to court or what have you. But I agree with her. I don't think anything is going to happen to him because
Nothing's gonna
he,
happen.
Ain't
Nothing's
shit
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen.
yeah,
Nothing's
he,
gonna happen.
yeah. And but there's another person who's there's different people who's just saying we just wanted the truth, right? We all knew he cheated, right? We all knew he didn't win, and it's like I was talking to my mother-in-law and I was just like, this is like back in 2000 when Bush won after Gore had already won and everyone they had called it. There was like Gore's the new president, and then Fox News comes out and says no, he didn't win. And it was like, why didn't he win? Because the ballots in Florida said that he lost Florida. I'm like, but isn't his brother the governor of Florida? Like, isn't his? And they were like, yeah, well, his brother called and said that he won. I'm like, that don't sound right. After every other news station said that he won, and then after
Yeah.
Fox News said that he lost, that's when it flipped, and all the other stations started saying, "Oh no, Bush won. He was the one who won, not Gore."
I remember that.
And the
Ma'am,
same
ma'am, ma'am. Come.
It's just the same shit. And back then there was a guy, I believe was he was a black dude who had done like I think the algorithm or the program for the machines back then, and I believe he ended up dead if I'm correct, right? Like soon after. So it's like we've been dealing with people cheating in elections, right? It's not something new, It's like he cheated in the first election, right? That's why what's her name? What was the blonde, the skinny blonde chick that was like that showed up looking all nasty and dressed up in the American flag. The first crypt keeper, blonde crypt keeper he had before the new one,
I
right?
might have said the crypt keeper.
I can't remember that woman's name. Carrie Ann something. I forgot her name. Right, and her husband is like Asian and white or something like that. Her, she was just like, it don't matter how we won, we won. So we knew he fucking cheated the first time. It's crazy, but yeah, people are upset that it's coming out that he cheated, and everybody knows that Kamala actually won. And what's even worse is that we know that nothing's going to happen to him. He's going to stay there doing the damage that he's doing.
Oh my God, it's so scary at this point of life.
There should be something in place, like the government should have like certain stopgaps where, like, if you admit in an open forum that you cheated, your whole administration should get kicked out. Like, there should be like another like type of like clandestine or secret organization or governmental force that can come in and be like, no, you didn't do this right. You cheated. You admitted you cheated. You got caught cheating. The people that you cheated against, they're the new administration now. Period. Like, how hard is that? Like, you know what I mean? And if you fight it, we will arrest everybody or we'll, put guns to everybody. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh,
to me, it's real simple, right? The stuff that because people are scared of looking like the bad guys. Sometimes you gotta be the bad guy. Sometimes you gotta be the villain, bro. And people are scared to be the villain. Sometimes you gotta be the villain.
well, it
You,
seems like right now everyone's scared, and it's bad. Like it's not even. There's not even any adjectives to really use anymore. But this shit is crazy. Bottom line, like the shit that's happening. No one else would be able to do it. Not if it was a woman, not if it was a black woman, not if it was a white woman, not if it was a black man, not if it was an Asian man, not if it was a Native American man. Like, no one else could be in the White House doing the shenanigans that is taking place. And then everybody be like, doo, 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 doo.
Yeah,
It's not happening.
yeah, it is happening, and the whole fact that he went and called in the military or the National Guard against protesters, peaceful protesters in Los Angeles is crazy.
And
I
the
don't know. I think
governor,
just
nor the mayors, nor any of the, like, no one else in the government has called for the assistance. Is the crazy part. Like, I
What
was
we what,
listening to something, and they were saying like there's a chain of command that was completely skipped.
hmm
Like, the governor of California would have to say there's some form of an emergency for them to come, and then he's calling them in insurrectionists, and you literally freed all of the actual insurrectionists from January 6th of 2022. Right? Was 2022?
2021.
20 whatever.
Yeah. So
Making
what were you gonna say, Fashionista?
a video I seen today. A girl was like today, as of today, that the protest, like everybody was calm, all the ICE agents was fine, it was eating tacos and all this shit. So whatever they're putting on the news as of, like, I guess since Sunday, because they were saying they don't know why they keep using those same pictures and videos, but because that was over the weekend, but like I think maybe yesterday or today
Mm-hmm.
it started calming down and stuff like that. But they still are using the pictures and the videos from when it was bad.
but see, the thing is that they're showing shit that the military started, that the National Guard and some Marines started. But it's crazy, right? Because he supposedly sent 2,000 National Guards troops and a couple hundred like Marines or something like that, right? And out of the National Guard, supposedly only 300 or 400 of them showed up. And they're jumping out of like white vans and shit to these places. It's not like they're even in military vehicles. And there's video of the crowds pushing them back and telling them to get out their neighborhoods. You know what I mean? They're doing it with ICE. There was one store owner, he locked ICE inside his store. They came looking for his workers, and he locked them in there. He left them in there.
That is
Yeah.
so funny.
There was a barbershop like that too. They were trying to go inside a barbershop.
Yeah.
And the community came like, no, you're not coming in here. Like,
Nah.
this is
Because
like,
we gonna fight
working,
back.
like, what were they not doing anything? Oh my god!
See, this is the crazy thing. They go and say that these people are lazy and they're living off of the system, but then they're going to their jobs to arrest them. Make that make sense?
Make it make sense. You're
Make
going
that make
to their
sense.
jobs to arrest them.
Wait. Either they're lazy and they're living off the system, or you're arresting them at their jobs.
But you see the one they locked up a high school student.
Yeah. That the kid. Yeah, yo, that's crazy. No, it's all maddening, and they're going to lose. They're losing, right? Listen. Even Elon Musk got upset over the fact that he had to leave the government. He had to leave everything, right? Because according to his special worker status or whatever, you could only be there for about 5 months, and his time was up, so he had to leave, right? He got upset and he started turning on Trump, saying the only reason why Trump won was because of me. He was like, Trump wouldn't have won without me and what I did for him. The Republicans wouldn't have won. It would have been a Democratic majority. And on top of that, he's in the Epstein files. That's why they won't release the files to the public. Like, he's like the...
We already knew that. We've been through that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Like... it's like, you mad. You gave this man $300 million for his campaign.
Mm-hmm.
But yet you're a genius. Yeah, okay. Right? And then you mad because
The memes.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's mad, right? because the con man went and kept the money you gave him. What did you think he was going to do with it?
Which is the storyline of his life. This is what this man does. He knows how to smooth everybody out of their money and then skid his ass out of there.
You understand what I'm saying? He told you what he was going to do. He's going to take your money. He's going to let you cosplay up to being a politician for a couple months, and then you're going to get kicked out. That's what he did. Like, and you mad?
Okay.
You mad? You acting like the chick who got told that that she was that the dude was in love with her so he could get in her pants.
Yeah.
And that's how you acting.
Damn.
Like he hit it and quit it.
He a bitter ass woman, is what you saying?
Yeah. He got
Elon, get your shit together.
No Vaseline. That's
raw dog in it, baby.
No Vaseline. What you think was going to happen, Elon? Like, and then on top of that, what's his name? This is funny too because Stephen Miller, right? This is one of the guys who wrote Project 2025. His wife left with Elon to go work for Elon.
She about to have a baby.
Yeah, she gonna have like his 14th, 15th baby.
She gonna have a baby.
I don't even
Isn't he broke?
Who, Elon?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Right? I don't think he's broke in the sense of broke, but he's not. I don't think he's cash poor, but he definitely has more money than Trump. I don't think he's broke. No, to be honest with you, I don't think Vanguard and BlackRock are going to let him go broke because they have too much invested in.
I've been trying to figure out how to get my money out of Vanguard.
Vanguard, the retirement fund or investment fund. You just take it out.
No, I know, but I gotta find a place to put it.
Okay, so one of the best places to house money, depending on how much money you have, is to buy a whole life insurance policy, because then you could borrow off the policy.
I know, but I have a whole life policy.
Yeah, so if you have a whole life policy, you can borrow off whatever the amount of the benefit is. You can just borrow off of that. No, or you can actually pull the benefit out, and then you just won't have anything when you die.
Yeah, I know. If I live for a long time, it'll start to pay for itself. I hope. That's what happened with my dad.
Yeah,
we didn't pay the policy in like 15 years, and then when he died, they sent a check. I was like, oh,
yeah.
It's like, this is nice.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what it's supposed to be. When you pay off the policy, as opposed to term life, where like if for those of you out there who don't know, I got my license, right? So if you have term life, it's like you're like car insurance, right? Like once you stop paying, you don't have it anymore. But with whole life insurance, as long as you keep paying and you pay off the set premium that you have, like you're good. Or if you're gangster and you have enough money, you could just pay it one time, right? Pay the amount one time, and then you have the amount in the policy, and you can borrow off of that. But most people, they don't have like a lump sum of like $1 million, $2 million to put down on the policy, right? So they have to pay into it.
I got a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
Really, I'm 1,000 baby. All day.
Anyway, let's get to the next one. Next one. This one is going to be more relationship focused because I know you guys don't want to talk about politics all night.
No.
But that shit, that is some hilarious shit. You know what? Just to break it up, I'm gonna make it funny. I'm gonna play something funny.
Now.
On this episode of what? Sorry. The White's Wonder.
If you pour vinegar over your hands or over your arms or on any kind of component of your skin, because of the smell and the vapor of the vinegar that it gives off, it is actually a deterrent to the crabs and they won't bite. Watch.
Where did you obtain this information? I feel like the crab sent you a memo and they were like, "Hey, listen, just pour vinegar on you, brother, and we won't bite." That's honor. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like one of those like folk tales that are passed down from generation to generation in your family, and people just keep believing it and shit like that, right? It's like grandma one day was like, "Just pour vinegar on your body, on your hands, and they won't bite you." How did grandma die? Well, she poured vinegar on her body, and the crabs ate her. Why the whites want a certification? Vinegar.
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 So that's just to break up the monotony, right? But this is the one I wanted to
try
say.
it. I'm gonna try to see if it works.
The vinegar.
Oh my god.
The vinegar is not gonna work.
I know. I just watched the video.
So you already know.
I need a light right here. I feel like this is perfect for me. Now I just need a light.
Jesus.
But I do feel like men do not think of all the things that it requires to support a child, which is crazy because you lived in a house with these children, so you know. So when a guy says things like, "Oh, I'm not paying your light bill because you have to pay that anyway," well, are you considering the fact that we have 3 people in the house versus me being by myself? Are you considering the fact
It's
that
not for me to consider that. That's your house.
It's my house, but your kids are here consuming these things. Your kids are using the Wi-Fi. Your kids are using extra water. Hour.
Yes.
Well, you're looking at it like yours. You're separating yourself because you no longer want to be responsible for these.
No, they're my kids. They'll never not be my kids. There's no way to separate myself.
Most men.
I don't think so. I think that a lot of times, and a lot of women like to say, you abandoned the family. No, a lot of these men abandoned y'all. A lot of these men don't want to leave their children. They want to leave y'all. A lot of these men don't want to get away from their children. They want to get away from you. That's why, if you know what's so funny? For all of the women that say that he left me and started another family, that tells you right there that the family wasn't the issue. He wanted kids. He wanted stability. He wanted a house. He just didn't want you. Man, this is the nothing but the truth live.
What you ladies think about that? Is that true? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's discuss.
It's so iffy because y'all. Yeah.
That was it.
I don't know.
Bro.
I think that there's lots of truth in it because a lot of the times people don't put into consideration the amount of work it takes to parent tiny humans. And so that becomes a issue between the 2 people because one person feels like they're doing all of the work for their child and the other not doing enough of all the work for the children. And then it becomes a us and them type of situation. And more of the time, the woman picks up the slack. And yes, which becomes an annoyance to the man. So in turn, he doesn't want to hear your shit out of your mouth. In turn, you just rather start a new family. But what usually happens is the things that the first woman wanted, this man goes off and does, because I learned a long time ago, women only make a man better for the next woman any old ways. So the things that the first woman required, they just were unable to tap into that man's whatever it is to get him to want to be present or like her enough to stay. Her crazy was just a level of crazy that he didn't want. So it's easier to bow out gracefully or not gracefully for that matter. And to say, fuck that bitch and these kids and start a whole new one.
Fuck them damn kids. No. You being really nice. Listen, it's not even all that. This is the best thing I'm gonna frame it this way, right? And I'm gonna put it based on a conversation or something that I ran into online, right? I have a mutual on TikTok where he got into some type of beef with somebody, and it came through my For You page, and I simply asked him why, and the woman that he was having beef with like jumped down my throat, and my response to her was, "Baby, I don't do two things. I don't chase women, and I don't fight women, right?" Clearly you're very tense and you are being overly aggressive for no reason. So either you need to take a cold shower or you need to find some D and get D down, right? Either way, your issue's not with me, it's with you. Have a day. Block is for free. I say all that to say this. In a relationship where a woman feels that her man isn't doing enough, it's usually because that woman doesn't understand her role in the relationship, right? If you have a man that's paying all the bills and doing all of that, right? Then on top of that, he's being a good father and he's being a man and he's taking care of shit around the house. There should be zero complaints, and you still find women who will complain, right? It's like that story I told you guys about where the woman said that she missed her husband and she gave her husband flowers after he died, and she said she regrets the fact that she made his life miserable, right? Because it wasn't necessary. She realized after he was gone how much he had done for the family. And a lot of men, all we want is peace, right? If we have a woman that'll give us peace, we're good, right? But if you're the type of woman where you're not willing to do that, we'll leave, we'll bounce, we'll kick you out, right? We'll be like, get the fuck out. To be somebody else's problem, because especially the women who stay home all day and they want to be catered to, but they don't cater to their men. They don't cook, they don't clean, they don't fuck, they don't suck, they don't do none of that, right? Right? But then you got the nerve.
Where'd she go?
She
I
disappeared.
don't know where I went. I'm standing here. I don't even know what happened.
Yo, you need to put down the iPhone. How come every time there's something new happened? SH came up.
Yeah, I don't even know what. I literally ignored a call that came through, and then.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So that's why SH came up. Your initials came up. Savage SH for Savage Honey came up.
Oh.
It's cool. But yeah, I think a lot of times, like in this particular dynamic where you have women who they're not with the baby's father anymore, but they expect the baby father to pay their rent, right? They expect him to pay their light bill and stuff like that. That man, his obligation is not to you, right? It is to the child. So if he gives you money, right, for that child, it is up to you as the parent that the child lives with to figure out how to spend that money in the best way. So it's just like the dude I told you I went to school with, where he was giving his baby mom $800 a month for his two daughters, right? And she would just disappear and then come back looking for the 800. Not even for the daughters, just the 800 sometimes. You know what I mean? It's because you don't care about the children as much as you care about the money and whatever type of lifestyle you're trying to create for yourself, right? Because if it was about the kids, you would be okay with not getting an $800 weave or $500 weave or even $200 or $300 weave, right? Or getting your nails done every week, and you know what I mean? It's certain things that certain women, like I've seen women get $200 to $300 a month for their child, and that $200-300 will go for food or it'll go to tuition. And if it's a good working relationship, co-parenting relationship between the parents, the father ain't got no problem paying extra for his child, paying the tuition, or it reminds me of that comedian TK Kirkland. You ever heard of him? The ones that the one who's always like, "Who raised you?" Right? He said something where like he never been married, but he has baby moms, and he was just like, if I gotta pay the rent for my kid, I got no problem doing that. If I gotta pay for her to look nice, I got no problem doing that. Right? If I gotta pay for certain bills for the house, I got no problem doing that, right? But in exchange for that, you need to make sure that my child is all right. You know what I mean? And so certain men, they're willing. And he's old school. He's like in his 60s, but he looked like he in his 40s. But certain men are willing to go. Yeah, but certain men are willing to go above and beyond for their kids. So it all depends on the person. And if you're not willing, but if you go in with the expectation that that's supposed to be done, but you're not willing to do the same thing, that's where the issue lies.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always going to have a problem because this is where the conversations get a little gray for me. So there's a difference between being married and having your children and not being ever in a relationship and having babies together. Because you can't have the same expectation as a wife than if
Fact.
you were this is my opinion. You cannot have the same financial obligation in your head if you were a side chick, a jump off, a sneaky link, uh uh whatever, a girlfriend, not maybe not a girlfriend, depending on the length of time as a girlfriend. But when you're a wife and you have, as a husband, you have the responsibility of taking care of your home, which consists of the home, your wife, your
Yeah.
children. There should be no question. You did these things prior to us not being together, so you continue to do these things. You have the provisions of making sure that we're good because we're your family. The end. That's it. The expectation of having that same um treatment, and you don't even know the man's last name because y'all just met at the bar, and y'all decided to go in the bathroom and hit a quickie off. Like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So it's always gonna, when I hear certain people say it, and I'm like, some people learn how to co-parent, some people learn how to you know make it make sense for the kid or do all of those things. But when we talk about it, the conversation is, a husband and a wife. That dynamic is very different. A man's
Yeah.
responsibility is to provide, to make sure that his children, and your children are only going to be as good as the mother is being kept. Sorry, not
Exactly.
sorry. A happy mom, a happy dad, because there are men that also have their children. Um, the better the parent is, the better the care of the child is, and that's a given. Someone's self-care, someone's self-worth, someone's self whatever, just life being just a tad bit easy so that you can be a better parent is nice when there is that support system financially from the other
Right.
person. Because people don't think of, people like, oh, you're getting $500 a month in child support. Yeah, but then you have school and kids grow on a regular basis. One week they're wearing a size 5, the next week you're like, how the hell are you a whole half a
Right.
size bigger in a shoe?
Half a
Or the
size,
kid want an activity or school
bro.
lunch. Like, it's so many things that the opposite parent, that isn't the primary parent every day, that we make stuff happen. And when I say we, I'm not just
Yeah.
saying women, I'm just saying the primary parent. Because I know I have a lot more male friends that have full custody of their kids, and the moms feel the same way. Like, no one good and damn well if the shoe was on the other foot, they would not be like, oh. So when a primary parent, they think of all the moving parts. If they have activities and they playing an instrument, or they want to get their hair cut, or the birthday parties, like the
Right.
miscellaneous money that's spent that isn't allocated in child support or whatever.
No,
Those things,
agreed, one thousand
yeah,
percent.
those things take into account. And I can say this much, that I didn't have that problem with, like, growing up with my kids. Like, their other parents understood, like, listen, none of this shit happened because I could wiggle my nose and shit appears. Like, we all got to take part, but I also was informative. Like, hey, we got 6 birthday parties this month that we we either gonna go in these closets if I like. So it just depends. I feel like if you have two people that can communicate effectively, but if you didn't communicate in the
But that's
beginning,
the problem exactly.
because if we didn't communicate in the beginning because we was just fucking, how the hell do you think that we're gonna, like, oh,
And
now all of a sudden we're gonna communicate because you brought a baby into the world? Absolutely not.
you know
Yeah.
what's funny though is that I think a lot of dudes don't understand that they need to look out for the stripper mentality, because there's certain women who are not strippers but they have a stripper mentality, right?
Ooh, what's
Which
the
A
stripper
is
lot.
mentality?
which is you need to pay for my presents, you need to pay for my nails, you need to pay my rent, you need to. I'm like, I just met you yesterday. What?
I know.
Like,
It's
as
that part.
soon listen, as soon as a woman come out and they start telling me I need to start paying for stuff, and I'm like, bitch, I don't even know you. Like, I
Say,
don't
I
know
need to
you.
find a new phone number for you because
Yeah,
I'm not calling no more.
you know what I mean? Nah, I don't. I listen. I was dead serious about chasing women. I don't do that. Like, if I call you once, I call you twice, I call you three times. That's it. Like,
I've heard
if
that
there's no,
multiple times. I've never had that problem. I'm always being chased. It's so sweet.
yeah, no, I don't. I don't. For what? Like that. I don't. This the shit. Like, since my 20s, I haven't done it. Right. Like, and when I did it in my 20s, I was like young. I was like maybe 21, 22. After I hit like 24, 25, I was like, what? No, I'm not doing that. For what?
For the
Like
birds.
these
For the
draws come a dime a
birds.
dozen, baby. Ain't no sense of chasing.
Yeah, listen. One of the truest things that ever was told to me was when I was like 14 or 15. Is one of my mom's boyfriends. He was less like, "Yo, women are like buses. You know what I mean? You miss one, another one's gonna come along. Just
Dang, that's disrespectful as hell. Women are like buses.
listen. When you get to a certain age,
Niggas is too.
it's literally a numbers game. See, women. I keep telling you guys, women, especially in your teens and your 20s, maybe early 30s, you have dudes up your ass nonstop because that's just a lot of dudes are hungry. You know what I mean? Like, fuck out of
Nah,
here.
son.
Nah, I'm not, because I'm not
Because
that dude.
nowadays, what's crazy is though the older women are getting the younger guys.
Yeah, because they
Because
know those younger
baby,
guys is gonna give them the
50 is
attention.
like the
Because them
new
young
30 out in these
guys.
streets.
Those young guys, they have shit to prove. You know what I mean? They out here
They
trying
prove
to
it, baby. Prove
they
it.
trying to prove it. But
Show
it's the
me.
young. Listen, for women out there. Listen, the guys, especially if you're a woman of a certain age, like this one here, like honey,
Here's you.
right?
Let me clean my camera off so you can see my face. What about us women of a certain age?
If the women of a certain age, the guys that's gonna come after you the most, or you should like heed more, are the young guys and the not so attractive guys because they have something to prove, right? They want to prove certain things. You know what I mean? They want to, especially when it comes to coitus, right? They have things that they want to prove, right? They want to make sure. Listen, the ugly dude, especially the ugly dudes, or a dude that's handsome but thinks he's ugly, like how I was, like, man, listen, I was always trying to prove something. And then once you do that a couple of times, if you're good enough, they'll call you. The women will call you.
I
But
never call. I
yeah,
never call. Ever.
we're in the same boat.
I never
I
call.
will
Like, I
ask my
just
wife.
cuss.
I did not listen. You
I
know the
just cussed
story.
somebody out today. He's like, "Oh, you act like I'm some dud nigga. You can't answer the phone." I said, "I'm sorry.
No.
You doing too much. Just block me now."
Yeah, I don't.
He's
I
like,
don't have.
he's like, "Ma'am, you don't gotta be mean." I said, "I'm not. I'm being
No,
direct. You want me to
no.
respond to you just because you texted me?" I said, "I'm busy. I'm not sitting on." I said, "I'm sorry. I have a life. I like to do things other than hold my phone in my hand, waiting for
I
Waiting for somebody to
know.
call.
man to text
Exactly.
me." I was like,
Exactly.
"Mm-mm."
Exactly. Like
He's
I
like,
feel you.
"But I've been messaging you." I said,
So
"Okay."
I'll get
Okay, I'll
you.
get to it when I get to
I
it.
get to
The
you. I get to
fuck?
you. Listen, if I'm feeling you, I'm gonna text you right away. Right? If I'm like, if I'm at work, especially after my ex-wife used to blow up my phone when I was at work nonstop. She used to text me like 20 times a day. For what?
Nobody has time for all of that.
You feel
I'm
me?
like,
Like
I
for
do too much in a day.
what? So yeah, I'm not that type of dude at all. Like, I will listen if you go into. I've literally had women tell me, like, you don't call me enough, and I want you to take me out. I'm like, and like, I'm busy. I got stuff to do. Oh, so you don't want to take me out? Nah, not now. I
Nah,
had one
son.
woman call
I
me.
could never ask a guy to take me like cruising.
Listen, I'll be like, yo, you
That's
want to hang
crazy.
out? Listen, if I actually wanted, 3 times, if you want to hang out, you should know I like you. And if you say no, I'm not. I'm not. It's not a fourth time.
That's crazy.
Oh, look at that. I cleaned my camera off. It's new. It was dirty.
Anyway, next one. Let's get to the next one. And then I think this is the last one. We got 5 minutes. This is the last one.
Nice. Thank you.
My allergies have been killing me all week. I know
they said that.
Since Saturday. And my
So, do you
allergies
guys want to hear about the Swingers Club, or do you want to hear about Carolyn Levitt? I didn't even see your expression. I missed it. Yeah, okay, Swingers. Let's do the Swingers.
What about these swingers? Is that real? Are there people out there really doing that type of thing?
It's real, baby.
Girl, I know.
It is real.
What was that here? What was the Boz? What was it? I'm not the president. I'm also a client or something like that.
I'm the player president.
Yeah.
That was Biggie. And he got that from the Hair for Men, I think it was.
No, I thought it was like Bosworth or Boz something with the hair pieces.
Yeah. That's what I just said.
Oh, sorry.
Hair for Men. Anyway, let's go. Here we go.
I'm watching him, and I'm like, I'm mad as I'm doing it.
It's like a family business.
Absolutely. And some people are just thrilled by it, and some people are really taken aback by it. Every room has a different theme and a different look about it, and this right here is probably our most popular room because of the toys, if you can see. We've had people from all walks of life in here. I've had celebrities. I have autographs in my office.
What is over here?
This is our shadow box. If you are on rocky ground at home, you'll never survive this, because the first time something intimate does happen, the relationship is toxic and you start throwing at each other's face, and before you know it, the relationship is gone.
The door knocker where it says please do not disturb or please not, and you can either come on in or no thank you. It's no disrespect to the people, it's just the dynamic and their desire.
A man by himself is not allowed to go into the hallway without accompaniment of some sort. I think we're the only club that so many single women come here by themselves because they know we're not going to let anything happen to them. As far as safe, I promise you're safer here than any other place. I'm riding the husband while I'm watching him,
Yeah.
You sent that video. I'm gonna have to find that video.
It's family-owned business. What you mean? I gotta send you that video? I already sent it.
Because I want to know. I know. I said I gotta find it.
I gotta find it.
Because I gotta find where that
place is. It's probably Chemistry.
Where?
You never heard of Chemistry?
Oh, Chemistry. I thought you were giving me a place.
We're like, where the fuck is that at?
Yeah, I was like, what state is Chemistry?
Bro, you know what's the crazy thing? How is it? I'm in a group. I got accepted to a group like Chemistry, and I've never been to any of their events.
Oh, I'm in lots of groups like that.
Huh?
That's okay. They made me a whole admin of a group, and I don't even know any of the people. So go figure.
That's crazy.
I put together a whole party. Ask me, am I going?
And it's true. Like any group
they had me approve the flyer. They had me approve all of this stuff. I'm like, yes, great, perfect.
Bro, any of the things that I got involved with or I did. What was it? SGsomething.com. There was another one for swingers, and that I got involved with. That's the one I told you with a girl. Like she kept calling me, and I can't remember. I think it is. I can't remember the name. It was S something, right? And she kept calling me, and like you got to be real careful with that, because if everybody ain't on the same page, like you could get in trouble. You know what I mean? So yeah,
it's such a beautiful thing.
It is when everybody's on the same page, right? Yeah. But if you're not on the same page, or
people get greedy.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like
that's the worst part, though. That's, to me, like being in a swing lifestyle. There should be no reason for you to be a liar, to be greedy, to be sneaky,
because everything is out in the open. What the fuck? There's nothing to hide.
That's
That's
the
supposed to be
grand
the best part
scheme
about
of it.
it.
Right.
Yeah, and they don't. I don't know.
But then you always get people that like, I can't even give details, but you always get people that
No, you can get. Listen. It's either they call you, they want to make it more than what it is, or if
Oh
you
my
have like a set
God. Yeah.
time, they wanna go past that time. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
not even that. Like you get people
Like
like
some people like to cheat.
and it's that part. Like there's
Yeah,
people
like
that just like to cheat.
They
And I
like
wish
that
I could tell
that
you guys the
rush.
story, but I can't tell the story.
Yeah.
nah, you don't mess it up.
Yeah,
But
can't tell
no,
the
I
story.
feel you. I feel you because I've been in that situation where it was we had a set time. We were supposed to do it at this time, and
We're
it
supposed to
was
do
like,
it.
nah. This is why I didn't use my real name. You know what I mean? To this day, she still call me Mr. Anderson. Like,
That's so crazy. I met like because I go to the nude beach, but I met like three sets of couples recently. Like I want to say in the past year because it was last summer, and literally like 6 months of knowing them, they're like, "Oh, that's not my real name," and I'm like. Yeah,
yeah,
but what's your real name? I'm like, I gave you my real name. Like,
yeah.
my
No, I
name
don't
is
want
the name
nobody.
I gave
You
you. I
you
didn't
know
make
you
up an alias.
you know why? Because with my real name, people show up at my doorstep, and I don't like uninvited company. Like
Why
I've
you
had
show up
like
at my doorstep?
yo, fashionista can tell you, like these females
Yeah,
show up
but
at
they
my
don't gotta know
door.
your last name. They can just know the first name. And I don't want people
Nah,
to think that I'm
listen,
hurting your face.
listen. I don't like women knowing where I live before I'm comfortable
Yeah.
with them. I don't like them. Nah,
I mean,
bro.
you shouldn't.
You know what I mean? I don't like them knowing my name. I had an ex who did that. I told you, who just showed us because she knew we used to work together. And this is after I kicked my ex wife out, and she just showed up.
Yeah, don't show up.
You know what I mean?
I told
Like,
you I
and
learned
that, and
that
then
very
I had
valuable lesson at a young age. Don't be showing up at nobody's damn house.
nah, and then especially if you do like a one night stand, and then they come around the neighborhood looking for your house. Nah, bro.
Girl,
Nah,
I mean, look, I done got real. I'm about to say, girl, that happened to me. I was so embarrassed. I was
nah.
like, I think I love him from a one night stand.
Yeah, nah, don't nah.
Oh,
I,
to be
I,
22 years old again.
Oh
listen,
my
I
God.
had one girl. I had one girl after a one night stand. She fucking bought me a cake for my birthday and took
No,
me out, and I'm like,
no, no.
doing. She was just like, "Oh, you're so special, and I want this to be a relationship." I'm like,
Oh no, sir, ma'am. Mm-mm. That's not what this is. But wait, back to the people. So it's a generational business. I gotta find that location.
That's why I'm like, wait,
you should. I
how did
mean,
they get
listen.
into that?
That's a business we should really think about, like doing, because they closed the one around the one around here, and they opened up a dispensary.
Yeah, they did close the one that was around here because it
Yep,
was it was like my Cheers. I used to go there hang out
But
all the
like
time.
out here in Jersey or New York?
Jersey.
Jersey.
Oh no, I only know the ones in New York.
That's what we're saying. We should start
Did they
one in
just
New
because
Jersey. I only know the ones in New York too.
I
Well, yeah.
oh, I think I know somebody that knows one. One of my clients.
Well, I knew there's one
It's crazy because he
in
just told
downtown
me.
Newark. I knew that I heard that there's one in downtown Newark.
I want to
I don't know
trust
if it's
that one.
still there. I think well it was one. I knew that there was one down
Yeah,
I want to
there.
trust that. I
but
mean,
but
I went to New York. I
but New
don't
York, it's
know.
all over. There's stuff in the meatpacking district in New York. There's stuff in the Village in New York. There's stuff
Yeah.
in Murray Hill in New York. Bro, don't you don't even want to get me
Brooklyn.
started with places, bro. Um,
Brooklyn. There's one right. The whole window is the Brooklyn Bridge. It's awesome.
in Dumbo, there's one in Dumbo
Um,
too. The one in Dumbo. Well, I don't know if it's still in Dumbo, but I know there was one in Dumbo.
Damn, that would be nice.
Yeah, but you have to
Denise.
realize, like when I was single, I was out there, bro. Like once I got my feet wet, I was out there. Like,
Yeah,
you know
but
what I
it's so
mean?
selfish. You get the thing about being in the lifestyle is I don't like people that are like I don't like couples that the men get to do whatever they want and the woman's like, oh, I don't do that. I'm like, yeah, you do. You just don't want to because your
That's
husband's gonna be
that's none of my
arguing with you.
business. Like
That
whatever you guys.
is.
No, that's none of my. No, that's none of my business, bro. Like
I don't
whatever,
like that.
Like,
whatever
what do you
you
mean? I don't get
decide as
it.
the primary couple, whatever you
So you have
decide to
like
do
a
as the.
full swap. So you have full swap couples. Those are couples that
Hmm.
full swap. They
Right.
switch with another couple, male, female.
So
Then you
anytime
have
I did it, it was either me, it was just me, or it was like someone I was dating at the time. Like I did that like twice, and then it was just like she went back to her girlfriend. And I was like, whatever, you know what I mean? But
then you have the full swap. Then you have the soft swap couples, which is usually the women will play with women only, and then they'll play with the one, like the husband and the wife will play with the woman.
Oh,
Then
okay.
you have, I think they're called cockholds. Those are
yeah,
the things.
the ones that like to watch. That's
Yeah,
what I had.
those are the husband and wives where the husband only likes
The
to
husband
watch his
likes to watch.
wife. Yeah,
Yeah.
to get her
Okay.
back blown out. I
And
love them.
that shit is usually like white women, man.
Yeah,
It's
and
usually
all they
white
want
women
is
who do
some
that shit.
black penis.
And they be spades. The white women be spades, man. And they be queen spades. They still call them that, or did they change that?
Oh, my
I
stomach.
don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
But
they call
yeah,
them spades,
so
and they'll have like the tattoo of a black spade on them somewhere on their body, sometime on
yeah,
their
but I don't like
ankle.
those. I don't like those couples because I always feel like when you get involved into the lifestyle of swinging, it's supposed to be able. It's That's why I like what she said in the video was right. Like if you already have a fucked up relation, or she said toxic because she didn't say fucked up, but if you already have like a bad relationship, to go into that type of atmosphere,
You can't.
you're literally
No.
Nah,
setting yourself up
listen.
because one extra sway of the head or a
A
accidental
look.
kiss on the
Yeah,
lip
it'll
or
drop. This is why.
uh,
This not meaning to cut you up, but this is why when my ex wife was like, "Yo, I want to go to one of those clubs with you," I'm like, the level of trust you need to have in a
yeah,
relationship like that, like, is so high, and the level of maturity you have to have. And I literally
Yeah.
told her to her face, I was just like, you don't have that. Like,
You're not
you
mature,
spaz out
bitch.
when a chick look at me, bro. Like, what you talking?
yeah.
You know? And then she thought it was a flex to call me and be like, oh, dude, I cheated on you with. Yeah, we going to go to one. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, like
I'm like, good luck with that, because either you need to care about the person so much or not care about them at all for that shit to work. You know what I mean?
Right.
yeah.
And like,
Yeah. That's
you know what I
true.
mean? You the jealous type, so you get mad. You get mad if somebody fucking sneezes in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? Like,
Why'd you turn your head in that direction?
yeah,
I mean,
yo,
it's
that
crazy.
literally
It's
happened to me.
crazy.
That literally happened to me when I was going to my mom's house and we drove past the train station, and she was blacking out. She was just like, "Yo, why the fuck were you looking at that chick?" I'm like, "What chick?" The chick that was standing there. Where? I'm looking at the road, bro. And she was like, and then she was like, "Well, she looked at you." I'm like, "I can control some other person." Like,
She wanted you to control someone else's
yo,
options.
bro. Like, mm-mm. So yeah, you have to have a healthy relationship, or a relationship where you guys
You
understand
know
that you're
that's
just
where
out
it's
there.
all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Because if you don't, that shit will never work. Never. You know what I
You know,
mean?
that's the only reason why it works. Yeah.
No,
And you
and
got
you
and
can't
you
be
have to
with
be okay.
someone that's a cheater because if they were a cheater, they're gonna continuously
Of
cheat.
course, of
Yeah,
course.
it's
So
terrible.
yeah, no, no. That's why when my ex
But
said it to me, I was just like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I mean? You
I
gotta,
can
you have
I
to
can
have some.
manage.
I'm sorry, my bad.
I can manage. I'm not a I don't get jealous. It's
I
not a
mean, there's
thing.
no need. Listen, when you're an alpha, for what, bro? Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like
To
you
get
put
on
that in your
my level,
mentality.
you can't get on my level.
Yeah.
You can't
Well,
get on my
I'm gonna find the
level. You just
location of
be
that place.
stuttering.
I'll send it to you again. I'll send it tonight. But anyway,
All
if you
right.
guys have any questions, I'm gonna leave us with this last video, and then it is what it is. I just like seeing this woman mad. I'm gonna find
Ooh,
her. You're gonna see.
where did she go?
Did she disappear again?
Yeah. She said bye. I don't want to see. much, honey.
Did she leave already? Oh, here she is.
Leave. I didn't leave. Oh.
She left.
I'm yelling, I didn't leave. I'm here.
Yo, have you guys seen this woman? She makes fun of Carolyn Levitt.
No.
You see what she got on her?
Oh my goodness.
She got Capri Sun.
Cutie, cute.
Yo, let's just watch this and laugh because this shit, yo, every time.
Beating Steph Curry at a one-on-one game with a full-court buzzer beater has mobilized troops of National Guard and the Marines to be able to take care of the riots that are happening in Los Angeles that are in complete opposition with what the American people voted for, which is national security and deporting the illegal criminals that are here in the United States of America. The president has warned everyone about the illegal payment of these insurrectionists that are all over Los Angeles. And how do we know this? We have proof that we have found on Hillary Clinton's servers. They put up casting notices for all of these paid actors out here. You know, they're all jobless in Los Angeles. All they do is eat avocados and go for walks in the beach. I don't know what they do. They're losers. They're woke leftists and no one cares. But there was a posting on Central Casting and then they showed up and now they're trying to stop our good men and women from doing their jobs, which is taking illegal immigrants out of this country, from causing all sorts of illegal activities in Los Angeles, which is not a city of angels, it is a city of criminals. Criminals such as Megatron and the Decepticons, who are guilty of alien robot warfare. Then there's also Norma Desmond, who honestly, her house, too close to Sunset for me, for my liking, but that's, you know, everyone has their own things. Psychological manipulation, delusion, and of course, you know, that crime. And then there's Dominic Toretto, the famous illegal street racer. He's still at large, but we will catch him. It's been a long day without him. And also R.I.P. Paul Walker.
Sure. The National Guard has no food, fuel, or places to sleep. Why is President Trump...
I find that insulting that you don't think that, okay, Washington Post, write this down, okay? And Caitlin... Those troops actually care about this country, and they don't care that they're sleeping on the floor because they want this country to be safe. That's why President Trump overwhelmingly was voted for by all of the American people to keep us safe, unlike the previous administration where Joe Biden and Barack Hussein Obama just invited criminals
like Abrego
de Santa Ana to come here and commit crimes against the American people. Guys, open your eyes. Sure.
Do you have a response to Kamala Harris calling President Trump's behavior appalling?
Absolutely. Do you want to know what we find appalling? Oh, Kamala finds it appalling that President Trump is using his executive functions, okay? He is the commander-in-chief. He's allowed to do whatever he wants with the military. Guys, President Trump has always cared about legal detaining, okay? Why do you think that President Trump in Home Alone 2 Lost in New York was encouraging Kevin McAllister to leave the Plaza Hotel because that was illegal detainment by Tim Curry and Rob Schneider, and you know who he was helped by? Jose Biden.
It's the drinking of the Capri Sun for me.
Yo, and you know what's funny? This just reminded me, like Trump went and threatened Gavin Newsom, right? And said that he was going to cut federal funding to California, right? This is how much of a genius Trump is, right? He goes and threatens the one state in the country that pays more than any other state in taxes.
Yeah.
Right? And the money that California by itself generates supports a whole bunch of other states to the tune of almost 100 billion. 83 or 84 billion dollars is how much California pays annually. And you're going to cut their funding. No, he's going to cut your funding. He's going to cut your funding. Like, how brain dead are you? And you knew, I knew that Gavin Newsom was a G when Trump tried to avoid him and showed up in California and he pulled up. And fucking Melania looked at Trump like, okay, yo, you know what? My husband is the type of dude that talks a lot of shit, but he can't back it up, right? And then he went and
I'm gonna just go over here.
yeah, you know what I mean. And he went and grabbed Trump's hand and he shook it, and Trump was trying to pull away and shit, right? And Gavin Newsom just held him and looked at him. And then Melania, she got starstruck and she was looking up at him like she wanted to drop her drawers right there. You know? That's how I knew Gavin Newsom. Like, look, you're messing with the wrong dude, bro. Like, anyway, I love that comedian. Esa Latina, right? Like she's Latina. Like when you see her, she's like without all the makeup on. Yeah, she looks Mexican in real life. I think she is. She might be. But anyway, she's a hilarious comedian regardless. And she does these skits on Carolyn Levitt to the point where like she pulls back her lips.
But it's like freaking Capri Suns on her shirt for you.
She be having Capri Suns. It'd be bananas sometimes. It'd be Coca-Cola bottles. It'll be like,
I said, is she drinking the Capri Sun?
Yo, bro, it's hilarious because Carolyn Levitt likes to wear like the cross, right? And they call her KKK Carolyn, right? That's what people from her neighborhood and her old school used to call her, Carolyn. Yeah,
KKK
allegedly
Carolyn.
But anyway, that has been our show for tonight. Thank you so much for the 2 or 3 people who joined us.
We had 2 or 3. Look at us.
Yeah, well, I think it went up to like 4 or 5 at one point. But thank you so much for joining us. This is the P Savage Podcast. We are usually weekly, but we missed a couple weeks. But anyway, check us out on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, and we're also on Twitch under Otaku Lucifer. So check us out and have a day. Blessings. Bye, ladies. Good night.
Good night.